Good morning, everybody. I got something. I'm gonna show y'all. Got a box. Another box over there. I'll show y'all later. Lawnmower took a you know what again. It's been flooding real bad the last couple times. Tried to use it, and I figured out I think there's either a crack or a pinhole in the float. So a new carburetor was much cheaper than a float. So anyway, we'll work on that when it's not so hot one day. Got me a little fan for the shop with a LED light. It's gonna go right over my head here. Now we got, this screws into a socket. We got one of these. Mama did a while back and put it out in the pantry in the house, and it's working very well. A little bitty thing. Comes with an extension. I don't know if I'll need it. I might need it out here. I don't know. And look at that remote control. And instructions, which of course men don't need instructions, right? Now my son put the other one together. I watched him. I think he just up, okay, up. Just stick them in there like that. A bunch of little blades. One in the house, the other one in the pantry. It blows a lot of wind. Alright, we'll finish putting it together and I'll show you putting it up in there. Let me see who that is. They gave me this early on Sunday morning. There it is. Alright, let's put it up here. Let's see, y'all see that? Well, hang on, gotta get my ladder again. I can't quite reach it. There we go. Now let's see if I can. So you'll see what I'm doing. Ain't that the cutest thing you ever seen? Alright, I got this is on a switch over here. Let me turn that on. Okay, that's the soft LED. Let's see, fan off. Okay, so the fan's just off and on. That's that setting. Oh wow, that's daylight. It's regular white. And that's the cool yellow light, I guess you call it. I don't know what it is. See which one I like better. I like that one better. Let's try that for a while. There's the light. Turns the light off. What does that do? I don't know. Oh, I'm showing y'all that. I'm trying to show you the remote and you can't even see it. There it is. And the power. How about that? And the reason I got this, so to help push the air conditioner comes straight across, and that'll help push it down on me a little bit. I've got an old box fan over here. It's been here for a couple years and it's about to go. I got two I got to throw in the trash. It's square style. Being out here in the shop with all the dust, metal dust, sawdust, plain old dust, and box fans, the cheap ones, they don't last long. All that gets up in the motors, and the motors are cheap enough anyway. So I'm going to turn this one off for a little bit and see how good this one does. Sort of a boring video, but this is a boring Sunday morning. I do have a couple jobs in the shop, and I'll get those this week. And I appreciate them jobs, I really do. One of those pretty cool. Y'all seen one of the others before, so we'll see them all sometime this week. Alright, let's sit up here where the camera normally is. See how this light's gonna work, see if it's gonna be any better. Figured out how to turn it on high. I'm getting a really good breeze right down through here. And it's not as noisy with that other fan on. Plus I need to move that one because I need that space here shortly for something else. Nothing else new, just something else I'm gonna move over there. I told y'all the other day, I've been over to help Stump downsize and clean off his workbench, and thank him very, very much for donating some of the stuff that he don't use anymore in his shop to my shop. First thing, now a lot of little shelf items, you know, cleaners and stuff like this. I mean, I don't bother with those. Brand new set of micro bits, Torx, Phillips flats, square heads, all kind of stuff. Brand new set, and I have a smaller set with a good handle on it. So very handy tool right there. Now the big thing, these came out maybe 20 years ago, maybe more. And if you was in the construction field, which I was for a while, drywallers, finished carpenters, stucco guys, and I worked around all those. If you had one of these, you was, as my buddy Josh says, in the high tax bracket. This was the tool of the day, and it's still a good tool. Still buy all the start cutters and everything for it. Now, who all remembers this? George, where you at? I know you've seen these. Plumbers too. Plumbers probably use these a lot. This is a Roto-Zip, a spiral saw, spiral cutter. This one used one time, maybe twice. You've got the cardboard protector in there. Now this works similar to a Dremel tool that just spins, and these blades that you get for it are actually little cutters, saws. They'll cut wood, wood, vinyl, aluminum, tile, fiberglass. That was in there, and you can still buy these, still get those for these tools. There's another cutter in there. That is a ferrule. It's either a spare for that, or if you got a bigger size cutter bit, something like that. How cool is that? Thank you, Stump. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've always wanted one of these. I never had one. Some of the guys on the job around had them. I didn't. All the paperwork's in there. Now that is some instructions I will keep. This is a circle cutting jig. Fit it all up on there. Move this to wherever, put a hole, mount it, and you move your whole tool like that. Cut a perfect circle. Closer in, the smaller the circle. A little further out, the bigger the circle. Absolutely invaluable tool. And I will use it. Probably this fall. I plugged it in, it works just fine. Awesome. Now, I've got to go back over one day, probably one day this week. Maybe even today, I don't know. Have a couple more things. We're sort of horse trading out. More power tools. Nice stuff. And we'll see all that later on after I figure out how to put this lid back on here. Alright, we'll see what else happens today. Well, that's all I got for today, y'all. I'm gonna do some more things to show y'all. It's way yonder too hot. So took me a nap. Now I'm going in. Work on that mower later and get that cut. Y'all tell me how your Sunday went. Hope everybody had a good day. Thank y'all for watching. And I will see y'all next time.